girls, good morning, hello and welcome. So welcome back to the YouTube Educational Short. Today I thought I would come on and do a little bit more of a personal update and an educational update on what I've actually been doing. So as some of you know, I've just done a 4-week rapid fat loss to kickstart my 2023 prep. Now, myself and Joe have had a lot of questions around this. Is this a normal way of doing prep? Is this the new kind of exciting way of doing a prep? No, it's just something that we did circumstantial. So for those who don't know, RFL is rapid fat loss, originally brought to the table by Lyle McDonald. We've done a slightly modified version where we've had an introduction of some fruits, some low-fat yogurt, or zero-fat yogurt, should I say. True RFL is just protein and veg, which I did pretty much the majority of it. But what I thought I would do is come on today, talk about why we done the RFL, the reasons behind it, what it actually is, what it entails, and also my personal experiences from it as well. So the reason we decided to do an RFL was originally down to our periodization within prep. We'd done massing block after massing block after massing block. We had put on a serious amount of size, but through that time also built an insane amount of stress. Now, my last massing block had to be cut short due to an occipital nerve issue. I was in and out of hospital for about 6 weeks to an MRI scan, CT scans. I didn't have a consistent week of training for probably around 5 of those weeks as well, where I was just having migraines, nausea, dizziness, passing out, sickness. I could not have a functional week. There was days where I was just trying to macro track and hit my macros as much as possible. But I'd say the best part, probably around 60% of my week was probably spent in bed sleeping with vision issues and migraine issues. There was a point where I genuinely thought we were going to have to pull the plug on prep because it was drawing ever closer. So we decided to drop into a maintenance to make sure the health was priority, make sure there was no sort of underlying issues. There was nothing that we were doing that was causing it. It was just one of those things that was out of our control. So then after we came out of this maintenance, we were ready to go again. We had a choice. We were going into another pushing phase. Were we going to go into another mass phase? Were we going to start a real slow diet? This is about 30 weeks out from the show. And we just thought, okay, it makes no sense to do any of this. Let's put ourselves in a real prime optimal position for growth and also for this prep. Joe and myself were talking about the depths of RFL, how much we enjoy it, how much we love it, doing the hard, tricky stuff that is. So we decided to roll in with the rapid fat loss. 4 weeks, fast forward, here we are. So I started the rapid fat loss at 105 kilos. This morning I was 93 kilos. So 4 weeks in total, some shift in weight. And I know some of you have watched it and asked, is this the new way of prepping? No, it's not something that I would advise everybody do. It's not something that I would encourage many people to do. It can come with its implications, such as food focus, such as impaired eating judgment or habits. You know, if somebody comes into this for the first time and is literally just eating chicken and vegetables 5 times a day for 4 weeks, they're going to build up some serious heavy food focus. And that's not something you want to start a prep with. How did I find it? For the first three weeks, I was good. Energy was okay, a bit heavy-footed. I quite enjoy that savage kind of real testing, monk-defining kind of process within training. Those things really make me tick. So for me, I was like, brilliant. You want me to eat 1,800 calories a day? Let's fucking go. You want me to eat chicken and veg 4 times a day with a fucking yogurt? Let's fucking go. Like, I'm here for this. It really sort of hit in week 4 where I felt the fatigue on the last few days. Sessions became really, really taxing. Mindset just wasn't there. I was just away with the fairies, not really paying much attention to anything. And even now, like, so we finished yesterday. Brain fog still very prominent. Appetite is high, but I'm not craving excessive amounts of food. I'm not overly kind of like, fuck, I need to eat. When the food came in, so I'm on a high day now, the appetite has definitely increased. Cravings, not really a thing. I've never really been a food focused person. I have been craving things like fats though. So things like avocado, really salty, like sweaty style of meats like barbecue steaks and stuff like that. Like those things that keep popping in my mind. Another one was salmon and egg yolks. I just seem to be craving dietary fats. So throughout this RFL, my total calories was 1,860. It was 330 protein. I believe it was 20 fats, which was just from the residue fats from chicken and mince. And I think it was 40 carb off the top of my head. Again, all from vegetables and fruit. That was it. So as you can tell, you are pretty much running on fumes in regards to carbs and fats. Appetite's good though. I think when your protein's so high throughout it, you don't really have much of a food focus. You do feel quite full and satiated from it. It's just more the mindset and the cravings of carbs or seeing other people eat things. I know there was a few times kind of being at Joe's and recording with the boys, everyone cracks out their bowl of cream of rice and you're sitting there with a pitiful bowl of minces and vegetables. You do crave a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of warmth, but you sign the contract with yourself, you know what it entails, you get on and do the do. What do I think of it? It works. It really fucking works, and it's put me in a fucking brilliant position for this post, kind of, not post-show rebound, but almost like pre-prep rebound, where we can add a little bit more fullness, add a little bit more size. Drugs at the moment are at maintenance or just above maintenance. I was at maintenance at 500. 100 milligrams of tren just for the anticorticoids receptors in regards to this diet. And we've just been moving nicely. So there is still so much room for progression in all vectors of hypertrophy. So I'm excited to see it. I think for most people, implications that can come out the back of this, food focus be really, really high. Do you want to start a prep with really, really heavy food focus? Probably not. It can skew body image. I know for most men, they've said, oh, you're not worried about how much muscle you've lost. No, I'm not worried about how much muscle I've lost. So I think that could be another implication for some people if they're not in the right mindset. But I think it's just individual based. If you've got your head and your foundations in the right place, you could probably nail this quite quickly and quite easily. If you are a little bit more unsure in regards to your own progress, your own mindset, your own kind of like solidarity to the ground, then I wouldn't probably recommend it because it's going to leave you feeling pretty rattled. But that is an RFL in a nutshell. How I felt, what I did, where it was from. I probably should add in there actually, I did have 4 high days throughout those 4 weeks, and the high days consisted of 3,500 calories roughly, there or thereabouts. I think it was about 500 gram of carb and 40 gram of fats. So I had 4 high days over those 4 weeks. It was 8 days of low, 2 days high, 8 days low, 2 days high, and then 8 days low. That saw me through for the 4 weeks. And then now reversing out at calories at 3,125. So yeah, nice little addition. Nice little addition. It's probably not gonna feel that much, seeing as I've been so fucking empty and hollow for so long, but that is the RFL wrapped up, my guys. So as you know, there is still more to come. We are still 24 weeks out, so plenty more of this prep to unfold. That explains the RFL stage. Stay tuned, much love, and I will see you all soon.